Hey guys, this is going to be your Tuesday, April 28th WOD Talk for the day. So today we have two parts. We have a 10-minute EMOM with two different stations, and then we have a short but intense metcon at the tail end. And we'll get into that in a moment. We'll start with the warm-up. So the warm-up is going to be a 200-meter run, followed by 10 shoulder rotations per side. So just go ahead and give me 10 per side. You can even do an extra 10 going backwards. Switch, and then same thing. Then you're going to go ahead and do 2 rounds of the following. You're going to do 7 sit-ups. So pick your favorite sit-up. It doesn't really matter. Butterfly, conventional, straight-legged. You're then going to follow that. Mine weren't very straight, but you can do straight-legged. You're then going to follow that with 4 side plank reaches. So you're going to be in a side plank here, keeping everything nice and in line. And then you're going to go ahead and reach underneath you here, and then go ahead and come up there, okay? So you're going to go ahead and do 4 per side. And then you're going to follow that up with 10 alternating jumping lunges, okay? So you're going to go ahead and get in position here. You're going to come down, and then hop, okay? Your knee, I want your knee like pretty, or your shin pretty vertical, or if you can be like a little forward, that's fine. I just want your torso to be the same angle as your shin. If it's vertical, keep both vertical. If it's a little forward, keep them both forward. Okay. That's the warm up. Now, getting into the main work for today. So for everyone, we have a 10-minute EMOM. The body weight version for this is going to be 30 alternating shoulder taps in a plank or a wall, and then 20 to 20, and then the second station is going to be 20 to 25 second L sit on the floor. So that's what this is going to look like. So you're going to be here in a plank, keeping everything nice and steady. As you lift your arm up, tap your opposite shoulder. I recommend doing these a little slower. You don't have to speed through the taps. Just try to keep it under control so you can tap the other side and switch. You can do this against the wall as well and have a little bit of an angle to it. So I'm going to put my feet up, or you can do it kind of like on a chair or sofa as well. I'm going to put my feet up on an elevated surface, do the same thing, okay? It just adds a little bit more difficulty to the movement and just changes the angle at which you have to push, okay? So you can do either of those, and then you're going to do a 20 to 25 second L sit on the floor. So that's going to be here, keeping your feet nice and elevated, staying in a nice 90-degree angle here, okay? If it's a little difficult, you can go ahead and bring your hands forward to kind of give you some support, or bring it on back to kind of take that away, okay? Go ahead and alternate between those two for your 10 minutes, okay? The first station was not, the alternating shoulder taps is 30 total. It's not going to be 30 seconds, okay? So just 30 taps in total, okay? That should give you about a second and maybe like a second to a second and a half per tap. So still try to stay under control, but don't go super slow on those. If you have limited equipment, the L sits are going to be the same, but instead of doing shoulder taps, you're going to go ahead and do alternating dumbbell plank rows. So you're going to be in a plank. You're going to have a dumbbell here. You're going to go ahead and row to your hip, switch arms, row to the hip, switch arms. Okay. These are 16. So ideally, your rows aren't, or your dumbbell's not super heavy, so that you can finish that number. But if you only have like a dumbbell of a heavier weight, you can go ahead and cut that number down to something maybe between 10 to 12, if that's more reasonable to finish this exercise before the 45-second mark. Okay, and then the 20 to 25 second L sit is going to be the same L sit for the bodyweight version. Okay. If you have a home gym, it's a little different. The L sit's the same, but instead of doing a dumbbell row, we're going to go ahead and do 8 to 10 pull-ups, okay? So I don't have a pull-up bar to demo, but what I'm going to be looking for is just making sure that when you're in the bottom of the pull-up, you're keeping your shoulders nice and engaged and pulled down, okay? So showing you from the back, instead of having your arms shrugged up like this, I want them shrugged down, like so. Okay, so I want your arms already down in this position before you start pulling, not up with your arms between your ears, or your ears between your arms. Okay, so shoulders down, and then go ahead and pull. Okay. It's been a while. It may have been a while since you've had a pull-up bar. So if you do, just really keep an eye on that. Okay. And then you're gonna go and do 20 to 25 seconds on the L sit on the floor again. Okay. 8 to 10 strict pull-ups. 20 to 25 seconds L sit on the floor. Okay. That's our part A. Part B, everyone's doing a 21, 18, 15, 12, 9 of 2 movements. So it's a couplet. For the bodyweight workout, we're going to do squat burpees and sit-ups. Okay, so we've gone over the squat burpees, but what we're going to have you do is you're going to set up for your burpee like you would standing up. You're coming down. All right, you're coming down in a squat, right? You're squatting down, hands on the floor, doing your burpee. Coming back up in the squat and stand. So you have 2 extras. So you have a whole squat, half a squat down, the other half of the squat up in your burpee, okay? Then you're also doing sit-ups. So again, pick whatever sit-up you want. It doesn't matter. Butterfly, conventional, legs straight, whatever you want to do. 21, 21, 18, 18, 15, 15, 12, 12, 9, 9, okay? I'll go over I'll put some general tips on approaching this at the very end, okay? If you have limited equipment, so if you have a dumbbell, we're going to go and do a double dumbbell sumo deadlift. So you're going to be here, setting up, widen your stance like you would for a sumo, like in a sumo stance. You're coming down, and you're just coming up, squeezing your butt, okay? Now what I want you to make sure with this is that you're not going super wide, that your knees are starting to like caving in, but you're not super narrow, that it's basically a squat, okay? So you want wide, but you want shins vertical. Now, the other thing I want you to focus on is as you're coming down, you have dumbbells. These dumbbells can don't go forward like you would with a barbell. They can come in a little further back between your feet. Okay, so with a dumbbell, you can keep the weights closer than you would with the barbell. Okay, that should be it to watch out for that. And then you're also doing sit-ups. Okay, so same rep scheme, and then you're also doing sit-ups. If you only have one dumbbell, that's fine. You can go ahead and just do a single arm sumo deadlift and do the exact same thing, okay? Go ahead and keep that shoulder pulled back. Just make sure you're really keeping that shoulder back if you have a single dumbbell, okay? Ideally you have something heavy enough to give you a bit of a workout here, but if you find that your weights are not heavy enough to really give you much for these sumo deadlifts, you can go ahead and either do a sumo deadlift high pull, or you can just increase the rep scheme on just the sumo deadlift to give you a little bit more from that. Okay, but try to stick to the rep scheme if you can. Now, if you have a home gym, you're gonna go and do the same rep scheme, but you're gonna do a sumo deadlift with a barbell. Okay, so kind of a similar setup that you want with the dumbbell. Just go wide, but not so wide that your knees are caving in. You're out here, shins are vertical, coming up. Okay, really squeezing your butt at the top. And you're also doing toes to bar, so you're going to be standing on a bar. Keep everything nice and tight. Squeeze your butt on the way back, and really pull down on the bar as you're coming up. Okay. And that should be it for everyone for part B. My strategy for this isn't meant to be a super long workout. I imagine a lot of people will be done 10 minutes or before. The sumo deadlifts RX is kind of heavy, but for the most part, I want you to shoot for that like 10-minute cap if you can or less. So you're gonna be booking it. If you feel, I'll give you 1 or 2 approaches. If you feel like you can kind of blaze through it, it is a bit of a faster workout. Go ahead and just push yourself right at the beginning. Just know that the middle part, the 15s, are probably gonna suck the most. Okay, so just keep that in mind so you're not like blindsided by that. If you don't feel as confident with the cardio, you can go ahead and just like not kill yourself on the 21. Maybe start picking it up somewhere in the mid 18, and then slowly pick it up from the 15 on. Okay, that'll be 2 different approaches for the workout, but shoot for that 10-minute or less. Okay, that's my general guideline for all that. If you have any questions or if I missed anything, just let us know on Facebook, Instagram, phone number, whatever you got. And happy WODing, guys.